Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Deadly Smurf in the Object 257, the new Tier 9 heavy tank. And this is a Tier 9 game on Redshire. Ooh. So, if you want to kill this thing, we might as well get into this before we get going. Of course, Lure Glacius is still the best way to kill it. Barring that, if you're in close cupolas, if you're a little bit above it, you can probably put a shot down into this driver's compartment here. Other than that, be very careful trying to kill this thing. If you look underneath, you can see the V structure of the tank. And this means that if you're shooting at it at an angle, this is all spaced armor right here. And if you hit below that, you're just going to bounce down into the dirt. You may track him, but you're not likely to do much else other than that. And this thing can really over angle before it starts getting penned. So be careful. Just because it looks like it's over angling doesn't mean it actually is. It can angle a lot farther over than some of the other tanks that side scrape. So be careful with getting lured into bouncing shots that way. The only surefire way to put shots in this thing is going to be from the side, if you're shooting into this section here or the back. Other than that, you're going to have problems killing this thing, and you just got to be careful with it. It is going to be problematic to kill it for a little while. It's a lot like trying to kill an i7. It looks easy enough, but it's problematic unless you actually have it pinned or from the side, or just have it flanked altogether. Before we get into this, as always, if you think this deserves an MVP, then please do hit that like button. And if you think I deserve more subscribers, then please share this. And all things thank the Patreon, for they are awesome. And Deadly is one of those patrons, so give him a great big high five or a thank you or a you're awesome sir, because Deadly is one of those that's kept this channel going even through everything I'm going through. Deadly is always there going, hey, when's the next video coming out? And to the guys that support me, I can't say there's not going to be one. That would be weird and rude. So I have to be like, oh well, I guess I'm making your video tomorrow. Even when I'm as sick as I feel right now, I wanted to make this video, and Deadly just kept harping on me, so it's getting made like it should have got made earlier. ISM trying it, and look at that penetration, able to go through what should have been a nice thick part of the enemy tank, but he just gave us a little bit of flat armor. Not completely flat, but it wasn't as angled as well as it should have been. I don't know what the SCRE thinks he's doing, but what he's actually doing is getting himself shot. VK is looking for a shot here. He's not going to find one, and that shot flew not at all where Deadly was aiming, but that ends up being exactly the right place. So you see where that shot went in. It was because of the fact that he came almost all the way. Look at that, right? Came a long way around the side of that rock before he got hit. Enemy 263 over there bounces a shot. This IS really wants to just keep getting shot in the face. And so Deadly is, yep. See, that's the first shot we bounced. As much as that looked like a pen, it did in fact bounce off the spaced armor. It went through the first layer of spaced armor and then bounced off the rest of the tank. But again, as long as he keeps giving us the front of that tank, Deadly's going to keep putting shots through him. At this point in time, an HE shell would finish him off, but Deadly's not going an HE. He either didn't think about it in time or doesn't want to reload now. And he's being told to fall back because he doesn't have much support right now. And his support is in fact actually... no, actually, sorry, the Ramshaw is pressing forward, but the rest of his support is way back in the back. And he just got shot in the back by his support. Isn't that nice of the Ramatal? Where'd the Ramatal shoot us anyway? Can't see it. Oh, there we go. Right through the spaced armor. And so, yeah, that's really helpful, Rontel. Thank you, but please stop. VK over angling himself and just getting himself shot up. So that's oh, good lord. That's almost 6,000 combined damage so far between how much he's blocked and how much he's done. Finally gets shot for the second time in this game from the ISM. This time it takes out his driver. You can see where that shot went in right there. So both shots that penned him have been because he was pulled too far back and let the ISM have a clean shot at the front pike of his tank. And that VK just apparently wants to die as he just kept over angling himself. Now, as much as he wants to go around this corner, he did manage to bait out those shots, aiming for the lower glacis, puts one in, and then pulls back. I wonder if he knows his driver is dead. A live driver would help a lot in this particular situation. But apparently we're not going to get one. Nice shot into the cupola. Now it is possible that Deadly is just ultra focusing right now. Also, we have lost the entire other side of this map. So the T-28 and the Jag target need to hold back this AMX-30. Oh, I may have completely missed the fact that this is a encounter battle. Oops. That's my bad. Good job. I'm hoping that Rhymotol hit that guy with an HE round, because that's what he should have been hit by. Nice shot into the STRV. I could see that penning long before it was fired, because good lord, that STRV is way far enough over that ridgeline we could hit his lower glacis. And you can see Deadly saying this is the best game he's ever had in this tank. He's done 6,000 damage so far, blocked 4,000. And the Mini Mouse is charged in as a distraction. It's going to come around the back and clean up this poor E5 Patriot. So now it's a 4 against 3. Or sorry, a lot more than 4. What's that? 7 versus 3. You can see actually the T-28 is about to get taken out in the back. He's being swarmed by medium and light tanks. There's no way he's going to live through that. Unless they're all really stupid, and it turns out they're not really stupid. So they do in fact die. And the STRV is up on top of the hill and putting good shots into the Mini Mouse. Oh no, that's the mouse breaker, sorry. I've been calling it a Mini Mouse this entire game, haven't I? That's because I wasn't really paying attention to it. I just saw the mouse-like turret and I was like, it can't be a mouse, it's on tier 9 game, it must be the Mini Mouse. That's my sick brain addled up a little bit. And not paying attention. Oh no! That snapshot should have killed the LTTB. If he had, it would have. What? So the LTTB, knowing that we're looking that way, and then he's got to be able to see us right now. So you can see us driving. Sorry, this is fixed camera. Yeah. See us driving around. Oh no, the low rule. What was this thing average? 440. I guess that wasn't a low roll then, was it? It was a high roll. But it just wasn't a size like the 500 that we've already got, so it feels like a low roll. Unfortunately, bouncing a shot off the E4, and that is how this game wraps up. But man, there wasn't much you could do at this point in time. If he killed the Centurion, that would have been a lot of help, but as you can see, the Centurion actually didn't do anything to him at the end there. It was the STRV and then the Super finishing off with the shot from the T-44-100 over there. Really, he just needs to be not in this position. And honestly, I don't see a better position for him to have been in. The only thing I can see that would have been better, maybe, is if he, instead of pushing back around this corner when he came in here, is if he'd just held this ridge, then he could have, more guys would have had to push straight through him kind of thing, and he could have maybe held it a little bit better, or he could have maybe zipped on over here and held this section. Maybe then he could have put his back to a wall kind of thing and held that a little bit easier. But overall, with this many targets at this health, when they're all this close to you, it's really hard to do this kind of thing, especially in a tank with such huge weak spots near the back. And the other thing he could have done is he could have backed up into a corner like this, where they all would have had to mostly more or less come at the front of him, and he would have had dead tanks on the sides, and that could have given him a significant advantage as well. But overall, he played this brilliantly, and up until the end, he was doing really, really well. So, there's some games you just can't win no matter how awesome you play. 6,500 damage, and you still can't quite pull it out. But, we've all had games like this, right? It's just so depressing. But it was still a great game, and I really enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much, Deadly, for sending it in. Let's just go check out his results for a second. Second class master badge, fire for effect. The high caliber award means he's getting extra experience and profit from this based on the fact that it's giving him the courageous resistance, but this still doesn't feel like enough experience considering how much heavy lifting he did in that game. The rest of his team helped, but not a huge amount. Mostly it was just him putting the team on his back and trying to walk across the finish line, and he just couldn't carry them far enough. And to me, this courageous resistance is just pitiful. You should get more than that for courageous resistance, especially when you do over 6,000 damage, and you just it's like Wargaming's laughing at you because if he'd won this, he would have done probably 50% more of that. So it would have probably been 120,000 or something like that on win. But that's just it. Courageous resistance is nice, but it is nowhere near where it should have been, where it should be. On the upside, he did get a bit more experience than I was expecting him to, and so overall the experience was definitely worth it. Not so much on the profit side for the courageous resistance thing, but look at that. 20 shots hit him, only 6 went in. 2 of them were from the ISM, and then the last were just at the end when he was surrounded there. Well done, Deadly. Thank you so much for sending this in. Again, if you think that he deserves the MVP for this, then please do hit that like button. If you think I deserve more subscribers, then please share this. And all things, thank the Patreons, people like Deadly, who really do help this channel along, and they are awesome. And I'll see you guys all next time. This is ioEther out.